Hello friends, myself Dr. Nidhi Darbari on My Education Treasure. Today in my present video, I am going to tell you about the basic attending skills of recognizing attending behavior skill of micro teaching. Attending behavior is a counseling micro skill used to encourage students to talk and show that the teacher is interested in what's being said. Attending behavior can be positive attending behavior, negative attending behavior, and individual and cultural differences. First, we will discuss about the positive attending behavior. Positive attending behavior are usually divided into four interrelated components: eye contact, body language, vocal qualities, and verbal tracking. The first one is eye contact. Looking at a person is one way of showing interest in that person. However, the teacher can make a student feel uncomfortable if he stares at them. The best way of showing that the teacher is listening is by looking at them naturally. Eye contact is important and polite when speaking or listening to another person. This does not mean that the teacher stares at the student but maintains normal eye contact to show genuine interest in what the student is saying. Most students will be comfortable with more eye contact when the teacher is talking and less eye contact when they are talking. Body language. Positive body language usually involves leaning slightly towards the student in a relaxed manner. Posture is a natural response of interest. The teacher communicates a great deal with his body movements. A good facial expression by the teacher indicates responsiveness. For example, smiling, eyebrow raising, frowning when appropriate. Vocal qualities. Vocal qualities refer to the tone of the teacher's voice and not the content. In many cases, it will be appropriate and effective to move slightly towards matching the student's vocal qualities, which is referred to as spacing. The teacher can also use vocal qualities to lead the student. A good teacher comments relate to what the other person is saying. By direct comments and questions to the topics provided by student, the teacher shows interest in what he is saying. The next point is verbal tracking. This attending behavior involves using words to demonstrate to the student that the teacher accurately following what he or she is saying. It includes restating or summarizing what the student has said. The teacher should get with the group and discuss what he personally considered to be positive and negative listening behaviors. The next point is negative attending behavior. Positive attending behavior can become negative if the teacher uses them too much. Specific negative attending behavior include turning away from students, infrequent eye contact, leaning back from the waist up, crossing legs away from the students, folding in arms. The next point is individual and cultural differences. Every individual is unique, and so the teacher may need to vary the listening behavior to accommodate individuals. Students from diverse cultures may also need some modification to optimize listening. Moving beyond attending. Attending is great, but effective attending also includes non-directive listening responses, directive listening responses, and directive action responses. First, we will discuss about non-directive listening responses, which include silence, paraphrase, clarification, non-directive reflections of feelings, and summarization. First, we will discuss about the silence. Silence is very non-directive. Silence can be very uncomfortable or, if used appropriately, very comforting. It is important for the teacher to practice coping with and using silence, paraphrase, or reflection of content. This is a verbal tracking skill that involves restating or rewording what a student is saying. There are several types of paraphrases. The simple paraphrase. This form of a paraphrase does not have any meaning. It involves the rephrasing of the core meaning of the student's message. The sensory based paraphrase. The neuro-linguistic programming popularized the concept representational system to refer to visual, auditory, or kinesthetic communication modalities. The sensory based paraphrase involves embedding the student's sensory words. The metaphorical paraphrase. This paraphrase approach involves using analogy or metaphor to capture and summarize the student's core message. Intentionally directive paraphrases. Based on constructive or solution focused perspectives, this approach involves using a paraphrase to lead a student towards more positive interpretation of reality. This involves intentionally selecting the most positive part of the student's statement or even adding to or twisting what the student said. The next point is clarification. The purpose of clarification is to clear up any confusion between students and teacher. A clarification is a tentative paraphrase followed by a closed question like, "Am I getting that right?" If you found the video to be informative and interesting, I request you all to please give a like to my video to motivate me, share it with others and subscribe it so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get a notification. The next point is non-directive reflection of feelings. This response involves an emotionally oriented paraphrase, the purpose of which is to let the student know that the teacher hears the emotional content of the statement. Non-directive feeling reflection do not involve adding to or interpretation of emotional statements. Summarization is the next point. The guidelines for summarization include keeping it informal rather than formally numbering points, being interactive or involving the students in the summary, being supportive and encouraging, including positives or student strength that might help in dealing with life problems. Directive listening responses. The directive listening responses include feeling validation, interpretation, reflection of feelings, interpretation, confrontation. Feeling validation. This response occurs when the teachers acknowledge and approve of the student's emotional state. Feeling validation can help students accept their feelings as normal or natural. It can enhance rapport but also foster students' dependency. Interpretative reflection of feelings. This response goes beyond surface feelings or emotions and seeks to uncover deeper underlying feelings. This technique can produce strong emotional insight or students' defensiveness. It should be stated tentatively. The next point is interpretation. There are two main types of interpretation. A classic psychoanalytic technique designed to produce students' insight. A cognitive, behavioral, or solution focused technique designed to help students see their problems from a new and different perspective. Confrontation is the last point. The goal of this technique is to help students face reality more completely. It often involves pointing out discrepancies. Confrontation works best when there is a positive working relationship. Confrontation can be anywhere on the continuum from gentle to harsh. Thank you very much for patiently watching the video and don't forget to subscribe.